Okay, welcome to what I'm going to call part 2 of my BopIt button review. Now I'm going to call it that because there's really nothing else to call it. You probably missed that, but my my score that time was 257. Now I can play again, but essentially that's your BopIt button. You bop it or don't bop it, but it does have many tricky ways to sort of trip you up with your clock ticking, your random sounds from BopIts, saying do or do not, and then pausing and then saying bop it. It can very much trick you up if you're not paying close enough attention. And I wasn't a few times where it said do bop it and I was expecting a do not. And my brain thought do not, and the actual machine said do. So that's why I lost. Now, keep in mind that the top score on this is 2,500. That'll take you about an hour to beat. That's a lot of attention you have to give to it. And that's not going to be easy. A lot of BopIts tend to stop at 100 for the most part, and anyone who's played with a BopIt can vouch for that. Whereas this one is really going to give you a run for your money, especially if your mind wanders. Now, as I understand, there is a video that exists on YouTube already talking about a group mode on the BopIt button. There's no pass it mode per se, but I understand you can play it with other people, and that is cool. I mean, how could you not? It's small. It fits on your desk. You could put it in your hand. It is an easy BopIt to take anywhere with you. And look, in the end, I would say that this perfectly encapsulates 25 years of BopIt. There are little quotes and little sound bites from every BopIt in the series. I have unlocked most of the sound bites, I would say. But you've had, may have even heard before, you've got the BopIt Extreme Beat, you've got the BopIt from BopIt Extreme, the original Extreme 2, I'm pretty sure I heard in there. You got quotes from BopIt Maker, BopIt Smash, pull yourself together, man! Because that's something that one says when you lose. You've got the ding noise when you lose a game life on BopIt Smash or gain one. Every now and again with the scores. You got some other little kooky sound bites. The last thing I want to show you before I mention how you can get these and why you should is what happens when you hold the BopIt button down. Now, as I showed you before, it'll tell you your high score, which isn't 257, thank you very much. But I'll show you what else it does.
High score, 2,300. All-time score, 18,365.
And then you got all the sounds.
Bop it, 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 bop it. Yeah, now. And the crowd goes wild. Quick like a cat. Yeah.
XT.
My son invented BopIt, and I'm sorry.
Go to the light. Okay, this is weird. Hey.
I remember my first time playing BopIt.
Can I just go to sleep now? All right. Let's go. Sure, dude. Even I'm impressed. Ridiculous.
That whistle is still ear grating. The speaker on this thing is quite loud.
What was that? Pull yourself together, man. Off the hook. You killed it. Hello? Hello?
Tick, 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 tick.
You're so hot right now. Focus. Concentrate.
And there are all the sounds I've unlocked. So when you don't use the BopIt button, that's essentially it in, I guess, a sleep mode. And to turn it on, you just hit the button. So, why should you buy a BopIt button? Well, if everything I've shown you in part 1 isn't enough to convince you, let's just say that it looks really good on your desk as a decorative piece. It'll be a lot of fun to just have in the office or in your workspace at home, or just in your room, or even just on the kitchen table. If you don't want to play it, you can literally just do this.
Bop it. What? Hashtag the struggle is real.
Just see what it says when you press it. But more than that, it goes to Lighthouse Charity for the Blind in San Francisco. Every pre-order that you make for the BopIt button, which according to the website BopItForGood.com, should be coming out around the holiday season, so December. Every $25 you spend on a BopIt button will go to Lighthouse Bonus charities. And let's face it, if not just for the fact that this is a love letter to BopIt fans and 90s kids will love it, wouldn't you want to donate for a good cause? And while you're there, you can pick up a BopIt for Good mug, a hoodie, a short sleeve tee, and a pair of socks and some BopIt stickers. So really, you can't go wrong. Anyway, overall verdict, the BopIt button. Is it worth your $25? Yes. I would give this a 5 out of 5 star rating, as it is the most challenging BopIt that I have played since, I want to say, look, honestly, XT. I really loved that one. I thought that one was one of the best. This is right up there with that. And also, it's a love letter to the fans, and it is deceptively simple, which is actually something that I've loved about it ever since I got mine, literally last Thursday. I started playing it and just went, this is way harder than you'd think. And I love that it's way harder than you'd think. It reminds me of the original and the Smash in that regard. So, look, in summation, the BopIt button is fantastic, and pre-orders go to a good cause, so what are you waiting for? Go to www.bopitforgood.com, pre-order yours, now if not sooner. You won't be disappointed. And on that note, I'm out.